welcome back to the channel. I'm making this video because I really want to help the community broaden their perspective, really just help a lot of people that have this issue, and the question is, when should you sell all of your Omi, right? Now, let's just firstly, for those newcomers, people that are, have been watching my content for quite some time, again, thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. With that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. So firstly, guys, the question is, when should you sell all of your Omi? Now, firstly, and again, guys, remember, this is my own personal opinion. Selling all of your Omi now would be the most stupidest thing ever. Now, of course, if you have to for your own personal financial reasons, then of course there's nothing you can do about that. But just as in from just this simple decision making perspective, this would be the worst time to sell, right? It would make zero sense, especially as 2 seconds, guys. It would make zero sense, especially as, of course, the full bull market is about to take off. So even waiting, a month or two just for price to take off makes more sense than making a rash decision and basically selling when Omi's already at a low. So firstly, my own personal opinion is I would not be selling now. Now, there's 3 ways you can look at this, right? Number one, you need to decide what kind of investor you are when it comes to this project, right? Is this for you a long-term thing? Now, when I say long-term, are you looking at Omi, VEVE, the whole entire app and saying to yourself, you know what, I want to make a speculative bet on this project? Because number one, I see the sector growing. I see Omi leading the way in this particular sector, in this segment of the cryptocurrency market. And obviously, I need a hedge against inflation. And I believe this is going to be it. And I've done my research. I like the team. And I plan to hold this till at least the next 5 to 10 years, right? So that's one kind of investor, and this is somebody that's really done their in-depth research, and in their minds they've got some capital on the side, and they say, you know what, I'm happy to allocate this capital towards this project, right? So that's the first thing, right? What type of investor in this project are you? And then of course you have the second type of investor. This is someone that's quite frankly believes in the project, but they want to be in and out, right? So they want to be able to take some money off the table before the end of the year. So this is the person that's looking for, basically they want to catch Omi once it's at what they perceive the highest level for the year, and they obviously want to cash out, sail off into the sunset, and maybe look for a re-entry at a different date, right? So this is the midterm investor. And again, this is someone that just wants a return on their capital. They still believe in the project, but of course they just want to be able to take that money out once it's perceived to have hit a peak. And then of course you have the pure speculator, where they heard about this project, or you've heard about this project, you just want to be in and out as quickly as possible. So you're not even in this for the midterm, right? You don't even care about Omi hitting the highest number. You just want to see Omi maybe hit an all-time high, maybe even just a tight. So from where we are now, let's say a short-term investor, they're happy to literally take profit at an all-time high, which would be about 447%. Or, of course, they may have some key levels in mind, maybe clear 1,000% from this, and then move on to the next project. So number one, you need to decide what kind of investor you are, because this of course is going to make your life so much easier, because essentially just by coming to that conclusion, you are going to establish when to sell all of your Omi tokens, right? Now, of course, guys, there's a big caveat to this. You don't actually have to sell all of your Omi tokens. So if you made it this far in the video, I mean, that's the secret source of this video. You don't actually have to sell all your Omi, right? If you're well positioned in other cryptocurrency projects, or you have enough Omi on your books, you could literally sell off a nice percentage, a nice percentage of your portfolio. You could look to maybe just sell off all your other metaverse gems and then keep the projects that you believe are going to be the projects that are going to be around for quite some time. Omi, of course, in my opinion, being one of them, right? So there's so many different ways you can play this, but you must first establish how long you want to be in this project. I feel like if most of you establish that, it's going to number one, make life a lot easier for you. It's going to reduce that anxiety. It's going to reduce your expectations. So it's going to, for example, if you're a long-term investor, a Binance Coinbase listing happen by next month isn't really going to be that much of a concern to you, right? Your main focus is on the core fundamentals of the project, right? Because as long as a project has core fundamentals, it will remain strong. Whereas a midterm investor is kind of on the fence. They're like, okay, I like the whole long-term fundamentals, but we do need some of this short-term fundamental data that is going to help push price to high levels to at least take advantage of a bull market. And that makes sense, right? But the actual long-term guy doesn't even care about that. They literally just want the fundamentals to be strong. And as these Binance listings, etc., come along, they don't mind. They don't even care about bull market, bear market. All they know is they have a timeline, and hopefully they expect price to appreciate against obviously inflation, and perform alongside of the market, or outperform its peers, etc. So honestly, that's the kind of that's the outlook that you guys want to have. I would get super excited for this year, though. Again, guys, it's going to be an incredible year in the cryptocurrency market. Omi should be a beneficiary of that. I mean, yes, even though the market is overall down, again, Omi remains in top 10. Market cap has only fallen by 100 million, so now it's $608 million. So again, very, very interesting to see how this project looks over the next few months. And again, guys, this is without any major exchange listing. It's one of the only coins. It is the only coin in top 10 that's not either invested in Coinbase or Binance, or both, right? So that speaks volumes. Anyway, guys, I hope I answered some of your questions in this video. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next update. We're going to talk more about VEVE projects and NFTs. But until then, guys, seize the day.